What is going on, guys? Quality XA here today, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new video on Destiny 2. So before we get into this, are you enjoying the brand new content update? Please let me know in that comment section below. But today we're going to be covering a load of stuff in the database, a load of news and all of that good stuff. So jumping into this. So first up, we've actually got a brand new fusion rifle in the game that you can actually check in the Triumph section, known as the Arbalest. So this is a linear fusion rifle. So actually we have some extremely awesome perks with this. First, we've got Compounding Force, so fires slugs that cause massive damage to elemental shields of enemy combatants. We've got Extended Barrel, so obviously some really good stuff with that. We've got Projection Fuse. We've got Disruption Break, so breaking an enemy's shield with this weapon makes it more vulnerable to kinetic damage for a brief period, and you've also got Composite Stock. Now this is one of the many exotics that we are seeing in this expansion, but I thought I would cover it with you guys because it is a really awesome exotic. Next we've got the Thorn, so of course with this you get Mark of the Devourer, so round pierce targets and deals damage over time. Kills with this weapon leave behind remnants. You've also got Sal Devourer, so absorbing a remnant strengthens Mark of the Devourer and partially refills the mag. So the Thorn sounds pretty goddamn deadly, so when you actually kill someone, it drops like this green orb. You pick that orb up and your damage over time actually increases, and you also refill part of your magazine, so it sounds like a pretty deadly weapon. Next we've got Liar's Handshake for the Hunter, so for this you get cross counter. Using your arc melee ability or being hit by a melee attack will allow you to follow up with an extremely powerful melee counterpunch that will heal you, so sounds very nice. Next for the Warlock we've got Getaway Artist, so dynamic duo. Hold to convert your arc grenade into a supercharged arc soul. The arc soul functions as an autonomous turret. So really awesome. I'd love to see what kind of damage that thing can actually do. Next we've got Stronghold, so Clenched Fist. Guarding with swords increases move speed and does not drain ammo. Shots blocked immediately after guarding will heal you. So again, a really awesome set of gauntlets for each class there. Really cannot wait to collect them all because they do sound pretty awesome. Now, speaking of exotics, we did actually see this in the database. So this is actually what looks to be a Gjallarhorn, known as the Midnight Special. It does say a convincing, though non-functional, replica of a fabled weapon. So this could be a hint towards that we will see a Gjallarhorn quest at some point. Obviously showing this looks really awesome. I personally cannot wait to see what this mystery item could be, but as you guys can see in the database it does say it is an exotic. It doesn't say what it is it a quest item or just something novelty, but it does seem like there is a chance that we could see the fabled Gjallarhorn. Moving on next, we did actually get this from Bungie. They tweeted out saying we have identified an issue where blockers in Gambit and Gambit Prime are not spawning on the Cow's Grave or Cathedral of Stars maps. Until resolved, these maps have been disabled. We will provide updates when available. So hopefully they sort that really soon. Obviously it is a pretty annoying issue considering there is only a couple of Gambit maps, so hopefully they do sort that one soon. Next up we're actually going to be talking about the Reckoning and some of the armour that you can actually get inside this game mode. Now this is just a small snippet on what you can see, but there's actually 3 types of gear that you can actually get from completing the Reckoning event. So the top 5 is obviously a Titan. Now what you actually get from this is the tier 1. So you get all of this loot from completing tier 1 or have a chance for it to drop. The Outlawed set is actually a tier 2 drop, and the Notorious is actually tier 3 drops. Tier 3 is currently not available in the Reckoning. It will be available from the 15th of March, but these gear sets look really cool, and I love the way how diverse they are, that when you actually unlock the tier 3 or tier 2 versions, they actually improve and look better, have different shaders, all of that kind of stuff. So personally, really cannot wait to try and get some of the tier 3 gear for all of my Guardians. I'm really excited for that. Now moving on, we're actually going to be talking about one of the brand new quests in the game where you actually get a split decision whether you choose to stand with the Drifter or the Vanguard. So here you have stand with the Drifter, so turn your back on the Vanguard to stand with the Drifter. The decision has consequences. This character will experience different quest content and receive different rewards than characters who stand with the Vanguard. The Drifter will remember your choice. This character will not have complete access to the Warlock or not lore book. This choice may impact the future content for this character. Now, as you guys can see, it sounds pretty daunting, but if you have 2 characters, you can do each path. But here we've actually got all of the quest steps on what this is. Now, personally, I'm not going to read all of this out, but if you guys wanted to read it, pause the screen now, please be my guest. But it does sound like there is some pretty awesome quest steps there, and yeah, very exciting. Next, we've got Stand with the Vanguard, which is pretty much the same stuff, but you do have access to the Warlock Orna lore book. And now we've got the quest steps for that as well. I do believe there's 14 or 15. I could only fit the 12 on screen. But yes, it does again sound very, very awesome. And I really love the fact that you can actually choose between the Vanguard or the Drifter. I'm very excited to play the 2 paths, and both quests have completely different stories, so it's definitely worth having 2 characters if you are looking at participating in these. There is also rewards at the end of completion, so you've got a crew loyalty package for the Drifter, and you've got the Praxic loyalty package for the Vanguard. So yes, a very, very awesome looking thing there. We currently don't know what you'll actually get. We do know that it isn't actually tied to the Thorn quest at this point in time, so it does look like there could possibly be some special secret rewards, which is very, very exciting. Moving on though, we're actually going to be talking about Xur. Now Xur is actually coming with some weekly Xur bounties, and now we know that actually if you complete some of these bounties, you will actually get Into the Unknown, which is a legendary invitation of the 9. Enter the activity, mystery and potential via the Gambit Director to rendezvous with the emissary of the 9. And you guys can see we've got mystery and potential. The derelict is vast. The hall is unknowable. Take time to examine your surroundings. Now this is where we actually go onto the Drifter's ship, and we actually get a chance to actually explore it, to investigate some of the lore, have a chat with the emissary. So it does sound like a very, very awesome concept here. I'm very personally excited to hear about the Drifter more, as well as the emissary, and kind of learn more about the 9 as well. But regardless, it is a really cool activity. I'm definitely going to be participating in all of the weekly Xur bounties, and really cannot wait to actually do some of these and jump into all of this lore. Next up guys, I did want to talk about another unknown collectible, or possibly an exotic, currently in the database. It is classified and unknown, but I thought I'd share this with you because it isn't the exotic linear fusion rifle that we saw at the start of the video. Let me know your thoughts if you have seen a kinetic weapon possibly in some of the trailers, but I'm fairly excited to see what this one is. It could actually be related to the free quest that we are actually getting in this season, which everyone has access to, so I'm really, really excited on that one. Talking about exotics, we do have the Thorn quest as well, so the independent study Thorn quest. Again, if you guys did want to check out all of these steps, there is only 7 in this one, so it does seem like a short-ish quest compared to the other Vanguard and Drifter ones, but of course you do get the Thorn with this one, so very exciting. If you guys wanted to check all of this out, pause the screen now and please do so, but it does again have some really awesome quest steps in there. Next up, we did get this from DMG on Reddit, and he actually said that they're going to be retuning the amount of glory rank points gained and lost in competitive Crucible playlist. So basically what's been happening is there isn't too many people who have been playing, so glory gains and losses have been effectively doubled. So if you win, you get double glory points. If you lose, you still get double what a loss would be. So it's still definitely worth playing, and it means that there's more access to pinnacle weapons, higher ranks, and more people to compete against those at higher ranks. So they are going to be continuously monitoring the feedback on that, but I'm personally, it's definitely going to make me jump into competitive a little bit more. Let me know your thoughts in that comment section below on how you feel about that, but again, I'm personally really excited. And then last but not least guys, we're actually going to be talking about the brand new Revelry event, which is actually coming into Destiny. We actually have what is sort of going to be contained in this. We've got the Verdant Forest, which looks like it could be a quest, so there is a possibility that we could be visiting the Infinite Forest once again. It does say matchmaking enabled for this, and you've also got a Jubilant Engram, which is obviously an engram where you can redeem some of the stuff in that certain event. You've also got some of the gear lists here for some of the classes, well, all of the classes. Some of the gear does look really nice actually, so I'm very, very surprised at that, and I personally cannot wait for this event as well. I do believe it's coming at some point, either early next month or late this month, but again, some really cool content. But yes guys, that's pretty much the end of the video. If you enjoyed, a like would be much appreciated, as well as subscribing if you guys are new around here. But as always, peace out, and I hope you enjoyed.